Hello, my name is David Chibuka, and thank you to this class of beginners class, actually, for the modern batik technique. What we're going to be focusing on today is the toning component, very, very crucial in the modern batik technique. I'm going to be introducing just a few products that we use in this technique. Just think of, let's say, the Asian equipment they have. They have the janting tool. Here we don't have the janting tool, but we have very similar equipment. For example, we have dylons. Everybody knows the dylon dies. Today they switched from the tins. These used to be the old tin dylon, and we switched now to the packets. All these materials, you can get them from Amazon.com if you want to order them from there. But I'll be giving you a lot of listing towards the end of the video where you can get in touch, where you can get materials. Now, of course, we are familiar with all the dyes, different colors. These are the kind of colors actually I use. I use 33. This is a Kingfisher. I use Havana Brown. I use yellow, and I use purple. But at the same time, when I have dylon dyes, I can also mix in Prussians. These are MX Prussian dyes. Very, very brilliant colors, the blue and the yellow and the Mexican red. So basically, these are the colors that I use for dyeing in the modern batik technique. And we have things like brushes. I think most of you could be familiar with these brushes. These are Bristol brushes, or we could say straw brushes. This is a flat, large brush, which you must have. Then we have a medium brush, and we have another size, which is size 3. The small one is size 2. The large one is size 12. I mean, I've only got 4 of these, so this is good enough for me. But remember, they have to be flat. There's a reason why they're flat. We don't use round brushes, and I will demonstrate when we start the process. And we have calligraphy pens. These nibs come off, as you can see, and you can put them off. Now, they come from different sizes. This is 5.5B. 5.5B is the one which I use mostly in all my workshop and what I use for myself. It's a very multi-purpose nib. And these are just nib holders. Sometimes they sell them separate. You could buy a nib, or the holder, and then the nib. So that should be, this, we use it for inking. So this will come in the end when I demonstrate what it does. We have Indian ink. This is called Speedball. I'll be listing all these things in detail as we move into the program. So Speedball is Indian ink, and it's permanent. It must be permanent black ink, black Indian ink Speedball. We have blow dryer. Blow dryer. I mean, I just have to plug it in, but a blow dryer is a blow dryer. This one is pretty flexible, so you can, but any blow dryer can work. If it rains and you want to dry your work, the blow dryer comes in handy. If the sun is outside, you can dry it outside. Especially in North America, where you have winter periods to 6 months, you don't want to go outside there. So the blow dryer comes in very handy. So you have a blow dryer. Then you have a flat iron, blow dryer, and you have the flat iron. You need this. We use this to remove the wax out, because we iron it between newsprint, and I'll show you how that works. And we have a masking tape. You need tape to pin your work on a newsprint or whatever, so you need a masking tape. And these are plastic caps. This can work as long as they're plastic. We put in water when we're using the dyes. And you see all these equipment come into play when I'm demonstrating through the technique. You must have, of course, plastic plates. They must be plastic so that the dyes can't go through they can't be paper plates. Paper plates is out. It has to be plastic so that it's waterproof. White is a better plate, I think, because you can see the colors of the dyes when you're mixing them. So I prefer white. And we have wax. Wax comes in these blocks, and it has to be paraffin wax. You could use soya wax, that could work, but most people we're very common with paraffin wax, which is candle wax. So we have candles. If you can't get paraffin wax, use candles. Candles will do the same thing. It comes in blocks, or whoever who's selling them can break them into little units. And this wax is what we put into our rice cooker here. We have this rice cooker here. Any rice cooker can actually do. There are several Black & Decker, Honeywell, but I prefer to melt the wax in a rice cooker because of the safety issue. And if you take a close look at this box, you'll find that I've cut out holes where I can switch it on, and I've also cut a hole here where I plug it into the socket. Now, why I do this to put it in this box is for safety. It means that you can't kick it, it can't roll over, especially when you're teaching youth, or especially in grade 6, kids play around a lot. And when they play around a lot, they can push the wax and it can, spill on them because it's hot. So when you put it in the box, it is safe. Now I can put a whole block of wax in here. They come, usually it's about this big. In fact, I broke this one, it was about that big. So I broke this one in 2 halves and break it into this before I put it into the rice cooker. And let me see if there's anything else I've forgotten. Our dear pencil is right here because you've got to do the sketching on a piece of paper. But I'm going to show you how all these equipment fall into place. Now, I'll be listing all these equipment towards the end of the video so that you know exactly what materials you need to have. And that should get us now ready to do the first demonstration of sketching.